You know what the most abusive thing is, guys? It's time. That's a bold statement. I know it is, guys, but check this out. Follow me on this, guys. For those of you who are coming out of an abusive relationship or a toxic environment and you've been in this place where you're waiting for time to heal you. Listen, time doesn't do that. Time, guys, first of all, doesn't care about you. Time doesn't care about where you've been. It doesn't care about where you're going. I know this is going to be hard to hear, but this is the truth. We need to understand this. Time doesn't respect you. Time's not going to listen to you, tell it to slow down, or ask it to stop. And time, guys, is not kind. Time only takes away from you. It takes your youth away. It takes your vitality, your energy, your mental capacity. It takes this all away, and it never gives it back. Listen, guys, time is not going to heal you, but you can heal within the boundaries of time if you have a better understanding of time. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to operate within the boundaries of time, how to raise yourself up out of the pain of trauma and abuse and become the best version of yourself that you can be to live an extraordinary life. That's what this video is going to be about. This is important for you coming out of abuse, so don't go anywhere, guys. All right, guys, so if we want to heal from narcissistic abuse and rise above the trauma and the drama in life, then we need to have a healthy understanding of how we perceive time. So there's two different perceptions of time that I want to share with you. The first perception of time is the typical Western world perception, and that is there is a beginning point and an end point. So for example, there's a start and there's a finish. Every minute begins and then every minute ends. This is known as the linear mindset. Now, with the linear mindset, it tends to drive us to believing that we are at point A and we need to somehow get to point B. The other perception of time I want to share with you is an ancient world perception of time. And in this perception of time, there is no beginning point and there is no end point. There is no start and there is no finish. There's only a continuous cycle, an infinite loop that goes over and over and over and over. Now, in the ancient world, they didn't have clocks like you and I do, but they took other things into consideration. For example, there's a morning and there's an evening, and then there's a morning again and an evening again. And then you have the 4 seasons. There's fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, and it continues on and on and on in an infinite loop. There's no beginning and there's no end to it. This is known as the cyclical mindset. Now, the most important concept to understand about the ancient cyclical mindset is that the goal is to cycle upwards like a spiral. You don't stay in the same place, cycling in the same thing. So, for example, you're stuck in toxic, narcissistic relationships and trauma and drama and horrible things in life, and you're cycling around in that. The goal is to get up out of there, to rise to a new level, to begin a new cycle in your life. And you continue to rise, you continue to spiral upwards. The ancient Hebrew people called this reaching aliyah, and that's the goal, to spiral upwards to your final destination. That's what this video is intended to do. I set out to give an example of what this looks like, and I did this in my own life by completely changing my schedule on a daily basis to represent a brand new cycle. All right, guys, so why is it so important to understand both the cyclical mindset of the ancient world and the modern linear mindset? Guys, it has everything to do with your healing and how you're progressing in life coming out of an abusive, toxic, traumatic experience. Maybe you've tried going no contact and it wasn't enough to heal you. Maybe you've tried blocking all the phone numbers and it's not enough to heal you. Maybe going from point A to point B is not enough to heal you. Guys, and the reason is because you're not looking at the entire cycle that your life is in. Listen, you could go no contact, and you could block all the phone numbers that you want to, but if you're still cycling in the same filth outside of that, if you're still cycling in the same filth in your mind, if you're still looking at the same social media profiles, then of course you're not healing because your life is still cycling in the same filth. Guys, we want to look at this cycle and we want to raise the cycle up a level. And that's why it's important to understand the cyclical mindset and the linear mindset. Guys, let me give you an example of what it looks like to take radical steps and make radical changes in order to have a radical healing take place. I looked at my life as a cycle, guys, and I started to change everything about the cycle of my life. I made a new schedule. I started waking up at 4:30 every morning. Hi guys, it's 4:30 in the morning. I gotta keep it down a little bit just to be considerate because people are still sleeping. But what I really like about this time of the morning is just the peacefulness and the quietness. I feel like I can just have me time. And right now I'm studying the Bible, reading about King Saul and King David and their relationship, talk about narcissistic abuse. But guys, when you read this early in the morning, it's like the words just jump off the page. They take a whole new life. There's something about the freshness and the clarity of the mind this early in the morning, and I like it. Oh, someone's up. And then I would hit the gym by 6 o'clock in the morning.
Coming to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning to get a workout in is a great way to just get the blood going and feel rejuvenated.
Then from 8 o'clock in the morning throughout the rest of the day, I would be at my normal day job. I would come home and I would spend quality time with my children and with my family. And then I would spend a couple of hours just reading and researching on narcissistic abuse and other helpful tools and techniques. And then I would be so exhausted that I would go to sleep. Guys, I'm not making this video to tell you how important it is to start waking up at 4:30 in the morning. That's not what this video is about. But what this video is about is trying to get you to understand that radical healing sometimes requires radical change, guys. Again, it's not enough to just go no contact and expect to be healed. It's not enough, guys, to just give them the silent treatment and expect to feel great. Sometimes you have to look at your life as a whole, all your habits, the cycle of life that you're living in, and you need to be ready to change this, guys. This is what's going to bring about huge changes in your life. It's going to give you a new motivation and a new focus in life so that you don't even have time to think about the narcissistic, toxic parents that you're dealing with, or the ex-boyfriend or girlfriend that you're dealing with, or the siblings or the in-laws. You won't have time for all of that because you're focused and you're goal-oriented. Again, you have a new motivation based on your new cycle in life. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Thank you for watching. And guys, be sure to like and subscribe and share this video with somebody who might need this message right now. And I'll be back with more videos.